Finally, great news for Auburn fans. I know the season has been a wash, season has been terrible. But at the very least, man, at least you get to find out what you got going. At least you get to find out what you have in true freshman Deuce Knight. Hey, you already fired your head coach, Hugh Freeze. Now you're looking for, obviously, a new coach on the Plains. And now you're going to start true freshman Deuce Knight this weekend against Mercer. Again, you do take it with a grain of salt because it is Mercer. But, the following week you have the Iron Bowl. Obviously, you're going to play against your rival, Alabama. So the game, let's say he goes and he balls out. Again, you take it with a grain of salt. You're playing Mercer FCS program, yada, yada, and so forth. But at least you get to see against D1 level talent, you get to see what Deuce Knight can do, right? And let's say he has a decent game. Hey, you might even think about starting him against Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Or, against Alabama next week. But the key thing is when a new coaching staff comes in, right, it's going to be very important because then you have to decide, okay, who's staying on this roster, who's not. Who likes this young player, who doesn't, right? And remember, this is a prize prospect coming out of high school, right? 5-star coming out of Mississippi, one of the best ones, obviously, in that state and let alone in the country. So Deuce Knight is a guy that can sling it. And remember, at one point in his career, he was committed to Notre Dame Fighting Irish, right? But decided, obviously, to flip, right? And see what's going on with Notre Dame, redshirt freshman, CJ Carr, yada, yada, right? But if you Deuce Knight, you feel good because you're only a freshman and you're getting this opportunity. Only 2 games left, so you're going to keep your red shirt. Right? You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to have your redshirt next year and still be classified as a freshman. Helps you out. You still get 4 more years of college ball, right? But now you get to see, okay, hey, can I see myself staying here, right? These receivers, these weapons, can I vibe with them, right? Can I convince them maybe some of them to stay? Someone might be thinking about hitting that portal potentially. Because when you had the type of season Auburn's had, you start thinking about maybe I should go somewhere else. Maybe I should go somewhere that's a program that's winning. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Deuce Knight does on Saturday. And again, take it with a grain of salt. It is Mercer, but you get to see what you got in the future signal caller. And I think that's key for Auburn and Auburn fans. Because obviously the class you have coming in is decent. It's not usually what Auburn obviously does. Because remember, Auburn usually, like I said, they have some of the top classes in the country. And one thing I'll give Hugh Freeze what he was able to do was recruit at a high level. He was good at that. It just never translated onto the field. And again, this was supposed to be the year they took that next step. Same for Florida. It was supposed to be the year you took that next step. With all that talent you have, you should be definitely doing that. When you got Eric Singleton Jr., you have a Malcolm Simmons, right? You have a Cam Coleman. You have a good backfield in Jeremiah Cobb. Right, you're expected to take that next jump forward. Unfortunately, Auburn didn't do that, and obviously we see they let go of Hugh Freeze, who tried his best to stay, ask for different things and stuff like that. But it's a new regime now. It's a new regime, and this will be great for the staff that does stay. They can kind of vouch for, obviously, Deuce Knight and say, hey, this is a guy we can build around. Hey, this is a guy we cannot build around, right? So you're going to learn a lot on Saturday about this young signal caller and what he's going to be able to do, man. So big news. Auburn fans, what do you guys think of, obviously, Deuce Knight getting this start? Are you excited? Are you kind of iffy about it? Or are you just ready for the season to be over?